Hi guys, welcome to my channel Confessions of a Gamer Mum, and welcome to 2022, the first shopping haul of the year. I did go for my run this morning, but unfortunately I desperately needed the loo before I could actually have the chance to actually vlog anything, hence why I'm here now talking to you rather than normally just after a run. It was a very tough run, obviously the first since Christmas, so I've had like 2 weeks off, and I went with my running partner as well. And we ran nearly 6 kilometers, so my legs are really hating me right now, but it was a really good run. I'm really pleased that I did it, and hopefully I'm going to get back into doing two runs per week from maybe next week or something. I'll see once we get into a routine with Bubs and stuff, going to nursery, because he'll be going to nursery every day apart from Friday, but only for like 2 half days. But yeah, anyway, so I thought I'd show you the shop because it's mainly just topping up on stuff obviously after Christmas, after the indulging of Christmas. I thought I'd yeah, there's just a few things that needed topping up, and also where I'm trying to get now into planning different meals for the week that are both nutritional and easy and just nice stuff that we don't get sick of. It's not too much of a pain in the ass for me to have to make, so I can go through them with you as I go round. So yeah, let's just see what you think of the first normal shop since Christmas. Okay, so we're starting over here. I don't know why these were kept on the shop. I think my husband might have sneaked them on, but he loves his fig rolls, hence why they were on there. We needed to top up on our mayonnaise, so vegan mayo, obviously what we have in this house, and it tastes exactly the same as regular mayo, so you know, no reason not to try it. So we're topping up on our chips because I think we're probably going to use the rest of the bag that's in the freezer today, so they're for next week. Topping up on our onions. Again, I don't really know why I topped up on these either, because I think we still have a few cans in the cupboard. I'm going to really struggle trying to get things in that cupboard, I think. So we're topping up on microwave meals as well for Bubs. Like I said, these are just like one-offs if we know we're having something that he won't eat, or on like a Sunday or something where I don't really want to be cooking, so it's just like we'll have a quick meal each. But we've come to the conclusion he loves chicken and rice, that's his thing. Like we get him these meals of like vegetable pies or pasta. Even though he loves pasta, he doesn't really fancy the microwave meal pasta, but these ones he absolutely loves. So we got him the chicken korma one and the chicken tikka one, and yeah, he absolutely wolfs those down, which is great. This is also his new thing where he loves the strawberry bites, but I'm pretty sure I've spoken about that before. Topped up on some more oat bars for him. Got some crisps, although I think we've got plenty popcorn. I also think we've got plenty pom bears, but he's been eating a lot more of these lately. So yeah, I don't mind having them as just like a little snack in there in case he gets really hungry. That's my nan shopping, so we won't look at that. Got some spring onions for my stir fry that I plan to make now for myself every Monday, while Bubs and my husband has the vegan chicken and rice thing. Even though I love it, it's just I'm just trying to get away from the processed vegan food, because I think that's what probably doesn't help with me trying to lose weight and stuff. So yeah, so I've got some chicken, so I'm going to start doing that. So it's like chicken, spring onion, peas and noodles and stuff. So I'll see how I get on with that, because I don't know what the macros are, so I'm gonna go forward in terms of try it, put the macros in for it, see if it's any good, and then just adapt it as I go along. So that's the plan. Got some eggs for my omelette, because I'll start having those again next week, or this week I should say. I got some Violife cream cheese. I'm going to make that pasta bake again that I made. I forgot to post about it, I think, but yeah, I made like a cheesy pasta bake with spinach, and I use Violife cream cheese as well as the grated. I used both, like the full thing, but it tasted absolutely amazing. So that's what I'm going to try this week for our pasta dish and see how I get on. In terms of macros, it probably won't be a weekly thing, like I said, because it takes a full tub of that and a full bag of that, and that's quite expensive. So I think it would just be like an every other week thing. I might do cheesy pasta one week and then tomato pasta the week after. So, but again, we'll just see how it goes. Got my husband's yogurts because he's run out. This is my husband's lunch today. It's the only one they actually had. I ordered a sandwich for me and Bubs, but they didn't arrive, so me and Bubs are gonna have to come up with our own lunch. It's my husband's beetroot falafel that he has for his lunch every other day. Same with his hummus. We got some of these because with the pasta bake, there's not a lot really you can I can't really add, I don't really want to add anything vegan into it, because obviously then that means I have to either pick it out or just not eat it. So how I'm doing it is that I make the pasta and then we have a separate sort of meat with it. So I've got some chicken that I can just grill, and yeah, I've got these for my husband, so I can shove one. I made sure these were freezable as well, so as you can see it's got suitable for home freezing. So he can have one this week, and then I'll stick this one in the freezer so he can have that next week, so that saves a little bit of money again. So that's what I plan to do with that. I had to top up on mozzarella for Bubs's pizzas because he's run out. They didn't have my husband's lettuce, so they gave him rocket instead. So we'll see how he gets on with that. This was because they didn't have my husband's chicken or vegan chicken pie that he likes, so they got him a pasty again instead, so he has 2 pasties today. Managed to get my turkey meatballs. I started doing them again, which is great. And good date on them, I thought I'd just check. This is my dinner for tonight. My husband still has a lot of his Wellington. He had Wellington yesterday for New Year's Day. So he's going to have that with chips. I'll have this, and I think Bubs will have a microwave meal. So that's dinner sorted. These are the chicken, this is a chicken breast that I thought I'd do for, like I said, to do with the pasta. So I'll have one of these this week, and the other one I'll stick in the freezer to have next time we do the cheesy pasta. Bubs yogurts for the week because he ran out. Topping up on our Oatly. I also managed to get my turkey burgers, which I'm really pleased about, so those can go in the freezer. And I got my mince as well, which I'm going to start having again for my lunches. And lastly, my yogurts. We got an email when they put our order through saying that they only had 1 available, but they've managed to deliver all 4. So yeah, confusing. I don't know how that happened, but anyway. So all in all, I think that came to like £71. Let's see if I can see. £71 and 84 pence. But remember, also that's including my nan's shopping as well. So I think hers is probably not even a tenner really. So yeah, this ours came to about 60 quid. I would hazard a guess. So yeah, now I just have to try and fit it all in the cupboard. Good morning, guys. So it's Monday. It's bank holiday still because it's the first Monday after New Year's. So it's my husband's last day before he goes back to work tomorrow. Probably to a massive shit show because that's what happens when he has holiday. But yeah, so I'm still doing what I normally do on a Monday, which is edit, because I'd like to be able to get it done before I have to do anything else during the week. In terms of like with Bubs being at nursery and stuff, it means then I can be doing other things rather than sitting there sweating over getting my vlog done. So that's what I'm doing, but first I wanted to talk to you guys because I'm trying to get into my head my New Year's resolutions. I think I have 5. I'm going to say I have 5, but then when I get around to it, I'm going to be like, no, I have like 4. And what I'm actually going to do this year is I'm actually going to write them down. So so I can hold myself accountable, and obviously telling you guys means that you'll be able to hold me accountable. So my first one is, as you probably call at the end, if you watch my last video, is I'm at £173. So I have technically gained, overall, I think the lightest I got down to last year was £159, I think. So that's like £14, so it's like practically a stone. My first goal is to get back down to that, but then obviously my goal is still around the 140 mark, to see if I can get to that. It's not like I'm not going to be like starving myself to get to that goal, but that's kind of the goal, that it would be nice to be able to reach it. So that's like my main one in terms of trying to get as close to £140 as I can within reason. 2, to get back into exercising properly and to try and sort out my stomach and my back, because I've noticed since not doing the exercises I get a lot of backache, a lot, sort of all the time now, so I can't stand up for long without having really bad backache. But getting a lot of like shoulder pain when I wake up in the morning. So yeah, I definitely need to get back into my exercises. 3rd one is I want to try and make more effort to read like once a day, because I was an absolute bookworm as a child, and I do really miss just being able to sit down and read. Like I look at people like when they do book reviews and stuff, and I'm just, I really miss being able to sit there in a chair or like on the sofa or whatever with a cup of tea and just read a book and just get sort of involved in a book and just absorbed into the world and stuff. So my current plan is that I'm going to try and do it as of tonight, maybe while my husband is putting Bubs to sleep. I'm going to find a book because that's the thing, I have so many books. I love books. I have so many. So I'm going to find a book, and then every night when my husband puts Bubs to bed, I'm going to take the time that I have to sit down and read it. Now that I have those 3 hours on a Tuesday and a Wednesday when Bubs will be at nursery, I don't have to worry too much about panicking and getting editing done. While my husband is putting Bubs to sleep, my evenings shouldn't be sat in the office doing last minute editing. So that's the plan. So I'm hoping that I can continue with that. So yeah, so that's another thing, more like getting back into reading. Also, I want to commit to learning a language, or like 2 languages technically, Greek and Italian. Not anything like super major like taking a class, but I want to be able to commit to doing like Duolingo, just so I can get like the basics. And then maybe, because obviously I want Bubs to be able to learn the languages as well, but like properly, not like how I'm doing it. So maybe when he starts to take classes, if I can get him classes, then I can do it with him and we can both learn together, sort of thing. So that's the plan. So yeah, so I'm thinking what I want to do, because I'm pretty sure it says on Duolingo that you only really need 15 minutes a day, and that if you do 15 minutes a day, then that's plenty of like what you can learn. So I might start with that. If I do like 15 minutes a day per language, and like, and I'm trying to think of where I can put it in, maybe when I have my first cup of tea in the morning. So that's like roughly 15 minutes, and then like my next cup of tea at lunch or something. Although probably doing it at lunchtime would be easier, because that'll be when Bubs is at nursery, so I won't have him like distracting me or whatever. So yeah, that's my 4th, and I think my 5th one is to be more attentive with Bubs, because this is the year where I really want to start like his home education. So we've already got him signed up for piano classes, and he's going to start going to rugby every Saturday. But like he's out at nursery pretty much every day apart from Friday, so I want to start making the Friday where me and him just do stuff together. Either if I'm taking him out, or I do some art stuff with him, or just anything that's sort of like educational. I want to start sort of doing that with him, rather than like me say like when he wants to play with me and I'm like, sorry, I'm too busy because I'm doing housework and stuff. I want to actually, because I feel really bad about it, like constantly when he's like, oh, play with me, and I'm like, no, because I need to get this done or whatever. So yeah, I just want to not drop everything every time he asks me to play with him, but I just want to make it that we do have that decent chunk of time that we can actually play together and interact together and stuff. So yeah, so let's try and put these together. So first one, get down to 140 pounds if possible, exercise more regularly, read every day, practice a language every day, at least one, be more attentive with Bubs. So that's my 5. I managed to think of 5. So let me know in the comments if you have any New Year's resolutions this year, because yeah, I know a lot of people are just like, oh, you should do New Year's resolutions, you should just like do, like, if you want to improve yourself, just do things whenever, don't wait till New Year. But I need to wait till New Year. It gives me the perfect amount of motivation to actually hit those goals, or at least to make goals and then attempt to reach them. So let's see how long these last. What else was I going to say? As you can probably tell, I've got a cold again, because Bubs is giving me a cold, obviously from nursery or something. So yeah, not exactly happy about it. My parents are currently up in the air, possibly. I don't know if they maybe landed in Athens now, but yeah, we saw them last night, so said goodbye to them and stuff. And what they've actually started doing, because my dad, I can't remember if I said, my dad bought a car as a little run around when they fly back over here, but obviously they have nowhere really to put it, so now they're parking it on our drive. But what they've done is they put me on the insurance so I can actually use it when they're not here. So yeah, I'll be using it probably to go like to and from my runs and stuff like that, because it's a good car, but it's not like good for long journeys like us going up to Yorkshire and back or whatever. So we'll still have our car for that, but my parents' car will be just for like popping out to the shops or whatever when Bubs isn't with us. So that's currently how things stand. Like I said, it'll be Bubs' first afternoon at nursery tomorrow, and I plan on just getting odd bits done, because yeah, it will be the first time we get to see how much we can actually make, like what we can actually do within that time that he's there, rather than, because to me it's just like those 3 hours I think would just go by in a blink, so I won't be able to get many things started. Like I want to be able to go out in the garden, tidy the front garden and the back garden, but I don't think half a day would give me enough time. I need him to be like at nursery 9 till 3, so I'd have to wait till a Thursday. So yeah, I'm just gonna see how I get on. But my nose is driving me mad because it's just so bugged up and it keeps dripping. But yeah, I'd planned to take down the Christmas decorations on Thursday, not just because it's the 6th of January and technically that's the day you take them down, but because it's the day that he's at nursery all day. So that's the big job for the week, is that one. But I'm sure there's other things I can be doing on Tuesday and Wednesday when he's at nursery. Maybe editing, I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, I need to get on with actually editing my vlog, so I will speak to you later. Hi guys, welcome to Wednesday. I can't even remember now. I wasn't going to vlog, I was just going to get on with my exercises because I'm not feeling too good. But then I thought I don't think I've spoken to you in a very long while, so yeah, so I thought I'd just quickly say hello. I've been quite active the last couple of days. Can't remember the last time I spoke to you. Tuesday was Bub's first half day at nursery, so Tuesday yesterday. I managed to tidy under the bed. I made these list of like big jobs I wanted to do that I've been putting off for ages, and one of them was like cleaning under our bed, because I remember a time when there was like barely anything under there, and every time I was like doing my exercise and I was on the floor, it looked like I could just see it getting like more and more dusty and more crap was underneath it. So I did that yesterday and I felt super sort of that achievement for actually doing it, for actually sorting it. So I was motivated to do other stuff. I've been itching to get the Christmas decorations done because it's just been getting on my nerves where they're just hanging around. So what I actually then did today, originally I was going to leave it till Thursday, but today's job was to hoover the car because the car's been bugging me because it's just been absolutely filthy for ages. So I did that today and it looks okay, it's not too bad. But then I was just sat there with like nothing else to do, and I had like an hour before we had to go and pick up Bubs from nursery. So I was like, you know what, I think I can get, if I like just go non-stop and try and get the Christmas decorations down, I could probably do it before we go and pick them up. And we did it like just in time, but we've had to sort of throw everything in the office and then shut the door because we haven't had time to put it up in the loft yet. And I still have to go through like Christmas like present bags and stuff that my mum left, because obviously she has her box of stuff from like that they leave over here now they've moved to Crete, and like I've got like Bub's Christmas Eve box and different things like that, so I have to still sort that stuff out, but I'll leave that till tomorrow when Bub's at nursery. So yeah, we managed to get everything down in terms of like all the lights are taken down, the tree's been taken down, I've taken down all the cards and everything. So downstairs is like back to being normal, non-Christmassy. It's nice, but it's just it's like I'm gonna miss not having the like the Christmas tree lights on of an evening when we're sitting there watching a film with like a cup of hot chocolate or whatever. I miss that sort of stuff. But we've still got so many sweets left, it's ridiculous. I'm desperate like to try and get back into shape and stuff, but we just have so much stuff that we need to get through. I've only just finished all the cream for the mince pies today. So I've still got 4 mince pies to eat by the 9th of January. I've got like a big tub of mini cheddars to work through, another big tub of Twiglets that I haven't even opened. Then we've got 2 tubs of chocolates that people got us and a box of biscuits from next door that we haven't even opened. So we've got so much to eat still. Oh my god, and a Christmas cake as well, and my mum's cousin made. So yeah, lots still to go. Oh, also we found out today, I thought that us sending Bubs in at 12 would mean he literally goes in and has lunch. It turns out he hasn't been having lunch. Not that he's moaned about it, but it's still like the whole thing, he hasn't been eating the last 2 days. It was only when we went to pick him up today that they were like, oh, is Tuesday and Wednesday his funded session? We said, yes, it is. They said, oh, can you bring him in from 12:30 to 3:30 instead? And I was kind of like, that's so they don't have to give him lunch, isn't it? Because obviously he's not being paid for, so they're trying to cut costs. So yes, it means now we're going to have to give him lunch, but I felt really bad. So we've just said to him, like, you can have any snacks you want when you come home. So he's been sitting there eating some chocolate buttons that he got in his stocking, and some of his yogurt coated strawberries that he loves. And I think he's just asked for some biscuits as well. So, but I said he can, especially because we've got chili as well for dinner tonight, and I don't think he would eat it. He will eat the rice, and like if I give him some bread, he'll eat that, but he won't actually eat the chili. So anyway, I'm trying to think if there was anything else I was going to say. I don't think so. Obviously, we had our bread delivery today from Earth and Wheat, But yeah, oh no, there's something I'm really pissed off about. Like, thinking about it now, I'm getting anxious about it again. I obviously ordered my husband's Christmas presents from Weta, the Ghostbusters mini epics set. I got all the Ghostbusters plus Slimer. One of them I had to order separately because I couldn't afford them all in one go, and my mum then bought him like the fifth one. I mean, has he got? I'm trying to think. Yeah, the fifth one. So that had to be bought separately, and it arrived just after Christmas, so they didn't come in the same pack. When UPS delivered the first set, I had to pay £20 for, I can't remember what it said now, because it was coming from Europe, basically. I had to pay £20 service charge or whatever. So I was like, well, that's annoying, but fair enough. And then when they dropped off the last one, the fifth one that came the other week, we went in, but the guy just dropped it off, so we were like, oh, well, fine, obviously, because I paid last time, they're not asking me for any more payment. But then I got an invoice through today saying that I owe them another £30. So that's £50 in delivery that I'm having to pay, even though I'd paid like £30 on top when I originally bought them. They're now asking me for another 50. I'm just saying it's absolutely ridiculous. And my husband was saying he's not exactly happy about it, because obviously that's cost me another like a third of what I paid for the statues on top. Like, I paid nearly 150 for those statues, and now I'm having to pay another 50 out for fucking delivery charges. So yeah, I'm not exactly happy about it. So now my husband's sort of paranoid about like what sort of charge are we going to have to pay for the Lara Croft statue that we've ordered, because that's going to be a lot of money to have delivered, like a couple of hundred, it looks like. So yeah, that's not going to be fun. So yeah, I'm still really sore about that. In terms of my New Year's resolutions, I thought I'd get that out of the way as well, because I'm trying to remember two main ones that or three, I guess. I'm making an effort now, concerted effort with my exercises, hence why I'm up here now to do them. I did them yesterday as well, doing them again today. Just need to force myself to get into a routine. I'm hoping to go out running tomorrow, but again, I'll have to see how I feel, because I feel really crappy with my nose and everything. So hopefully I'll run tomorrow, do my exercises today. I've been reading the last 2 nights when my husband is putting Bubs to bed. I'm really enjoying it, and just nice being able to sit there and just zone out and listen and like just do my own thing. So that was really nice. And this morning I started my other New Year's resolution, which was to sit and play Duolingo. Not a lot, just literally like I try and do like 1 session per language. So I'm doing like Greek and Italian at the moment. So literally as I'm drinking my tea, I'll do a bit of Greek and Italian. Like, I'm not letting it take up loads of time, because I think that's where I went wrong before. I was just like, I was literally just getting so absorbed into it, and I just need to just find that little like 10-15 minute slot in the day to just sit down and do it, and not get too bogged down in it and stuff. So yeah, that was good. That's going okay. In terms of being more attentive with Bubs, I'm trying to be, and I've been doing quite well with it, I think, because I'm just trying to rush all my jobs to get done in the morning, and then I can sit with him of an evening after lunch and just play with him and stuff. So that's the main thing I want to get going. I'm really looking forward to taking him to his first piano class on Friday. It's the first time we actually mentioned it to him today. He's quite excited about it, although he's more into drumming at the moment. He really, really likes the thought of drumming. So that might be something we have to get, is trying to see if we can get him some drumming classes, as long as they're not too expensive, because obviously we're paying for piano classes and rugby classes currently. And I also want us to start taking him to swimming classes again soon, because that's another thing I'm trying to look for. I probably won't be doing my stream tonight. I was hoping to start tonight, but one, I can't even get in the office at the moment because it's full of Christmas decorations, and also, yeah, I just feel like absolute shit. I've been feeling like shit all day, and of an evening I feel worse. So yeah, I really don't see the point in streaming tonight. Hopefully I'll feel better for Friday, so I can do Friday's stream, but we'll just have to see. But anyway, I need to get on with my exercises. I didn't want to start making this a regular thing again, because it's not fair on my husband having to sit with Bubs when he's trying to work and stuff. So yeah, so I just wanted to do a one-off just to catch up with you guys. I'll probably start doing them more now. Bubs is going to be at nursery not more often. I might just start doing them more at that point when I've got free time, and I'm not sort of taking up basically eating into time when I could be exercising. So anyway, big day tomorrow. I don't even know what I'm going to do tomorrow, actually. Like I said, I might go for a run. Need to finish off with the Christmas decorations and put them up in the loft. And I don't know what other jobs I've got left to do. I mean, there's loads, but it's what time I've got afterwards. We'll just see what I've got. But anyway, I will maybe speak to you tomorrow. We'll see what I get up to. Say.
No.
Sette. Otto. Nove. 10. Meow. And the fish is gone. Hi guys, so it's Friday. So today was meant to be Bub's first piano class. Turns out it'll probably be his first and only piano class, at least for the time being, because he was a bit overwhelmed when we got there, because it was just in this lady's house. Like, we all had to wear masks and stuff, so that probably intimidated a bit, the fact that he was meeting this complete stranger for the first time and she was in this mask. But she had this beautiful grand piano in her sort of front room. Obviously that's what he would be learning on, and he wouldn't sit on the chair first off, so he had to sit on my lap. And yeah, he just wouldn't do any, he just wanted to just prat about with the keys rather than watching her and trying to sort of copy her. So yeah, it didn't go very well. So I think we were there for probably 15 minutes, and then she just accepted. She was like, yeah, it's not going to work. She said, I think it's just that he's still that little bit too young. Although my husband was impressed with her, the fact that she was the one that actually said that rather than us being the ones to say this isn't working. But what she did say is basically, she said he's still too young, so leave it 3 months and then come back and we'll try him again. So at least she's said that rather than let us just keep trying and like try and take money from us. So yeah, so we thought that was good, although she's probably like, oh, I can't be dealing with this for half an hour every Friday. So she's given us like a little bit of homework to do. She said what he needs to be able to do, or hope what he needs to be able to do by the time she sees him next, will be for him to know his left from his right, as well as being able to number his fingers. So I think thumbs is 1, and it's 2, 3, 4, and 5. So she says, so that's what she wants us to try and teach him. So what I plan on doing, I think I'm going to get him to sit down and put his hands on a bit of paper, and I'll draw around them and make it into like a game, and then we can say left and right and then number them all. Yesterday we signed him up to MUZZY, which is, I think it's an American thing, I don't know, but I know that the BBC also do it. And it's basically like this language learning system. I've seen it mentioned a lot of times on home education groups, because I joined a big bunch as well this week. That's what I've been mostly doing, is like joining these programs and stuff. So he's started learning Italian. We've watched one video which like is basically people like these cartoon characters speaking in Italian. And because when we do his hair in the bath, we like when we wash his hair, we do it up to 10, like 10, and so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 every time we like washing his hair, like every time we pour like the water over his head. So as soon as they started doing the numbers on the Italian thing, like you could see his face lit up. He was like, I know what this is, and he could say the numbers with them as well, which was like a really proud moment for me. I was just like, oh, he's actually got it, sort of thing. So yeah, so that's good. And we watched it yesterday. We sat down and I sat with him and watched it yesterday. We played one of the games yesterday, and he's got quite a good gist on how to use, because we're on my laptop, so we were using like the mouse pad rather than an actual mouse. So and he got a good idea on how to use it, but he's still obviously got a lot of work to do, because he's used to his tablet rather than a laptop. So I think once he's got the hang of it, I think he'll actually quite like it. But the fact that he actually asked me to play it with him today, because yesterday it was me introducing him to it, but today he was like, Alexander, play games on mummy's laptop. So then we got out and he asked to watch the numbers one with the cat, because it's like a cat climbing these steps, like these 10 steps to get to a fish, sort of thing. And yeah, and he absolutely loved it, so I was really pleased with that. So we'll try and make that like maybe a daily thing, and I'll see if I can get him to use because he was doing it as we were watching videos. He was moving the mouse around, I think, so he could see where the cursor was going and stuff. So he's definitely twigging on to things. There's also like so annoying, there's this thing we have in this county, they're called forest schools. I don't know if it's like a national thing like in England or the UK or whatever, but I know they definitely have it in this county. And yeah, it's like a home education thing they call forest schools, and it's actively set up for home educated kids. I think other kids can go, but because they're during the week, it's not really easy for other kids to do it. But it's every other week, and it's like this 2-hour thing where you basically spend time outside, and you can make like
dens out of sticks, you can make bonfires, you can do like mud play and different things like that. So it's a 2-hour set thing, and it's every other week, and I think it's like there's 3 sets that you do, or it's like 3 classes that you go to. And like the home education groups that I'm in always like rave about them, saying, oh, if you can get onto one, then definitely do it, because it's really good. You get to meet new people, and like that's how you get a lot of your friends when you're home educating and stuff. And obviously your child can meet loads of kids as well and have a load of fun playing with them and stuff. And I've been really eager to get him onto one, but I think when I last looked, it was just when the pandemic has started, so they'd actually shut them down, so they weren't running. Now they've started up again, and I started looking into them, and it's saying, oh, for primary school age children, and obviously he's only 3, so yeah, it's slightly annoying that we'll probably have to wait another year before we can actually join something that is actually really highly recommended for meeting other like homeschooled or homeschoolers sort of thing. So yeah, that's a bit frustrating. There is another one that I was going to look at, I can't remember what it was, but I know that one was for all ages, but it might have been, it was on a, because that's the other annoying thing, there's one that's not far from here that does it on a Friday, and because of the piano lessons we wouldn't have been able to go, but now he's not doing his piano classes because he's not at that point yet that he can do it. We thought, oh well, we can go along to this, but the fact that it's the age again, but all the others are on like days when he's at nursery or at times when he's at nursery, so it's really frustrating. But hey ho, yeah, so that's kind of like been my thing this week, is just trying to get him into more educational stuff. I've ordered this today some like glue spatula thingies, because he's got some glue that I bought him, like I think it was last year or the year before, like when I bought him a load of craft supplies. Bought him the glue, but he didn't have any spatulas, so he's not been able to use the glue. So now I bought him the spatulas, I actually remembered. So I want to sit with him and do a few crafty things, because he's got like all like lollipop sticks and feathers and different things, so he can actually he has the things that he can like craft with, but he's not actually been able to craft anything because we haven't had the tools. So hopefully we can start that, because that's obviously one of my other New Year's resolutions, was to start being more active with him in terms of using the Friday as a day that we can actually sit down and do learning stuff. Obviously the piano thing is out the window for the moment, but at least we can do, I'm glad he's taken to that MUZZY thing, and hopefully we can do some more crafty things as well, crafty stuff. I'm also trying to think of if we can do like, so I've got this toddler cookbook, so I might see if there's a way that maybe a couple of Fridays like we can do some cooking or something, like each week maybe. That's probably a bit too ambitious to do something every week, but it'd be like, even if it's once a month, just every one Friday a month we'll stand and in the kitchen and make some recipes or something. But anyway, that's how that's going. I'm feeling a lot better, as you can probably hear. Still a bit nasally, but it's mostly gone. I've just got a really splitting headache now, so before I stream, because I'm meant to be streaming tonight, it looks like it's going to be Sims 4, because that seems to be the the only thing that people are voting for. It was either that or Skyrim. Yeah, I'll have to make sure I take some ibuprofen before I start streaming, because this headache is just not going away. Yeah, and our post has been shit lately. I'm still waiting on a book that my mum ordered for me for Christmas. It was meant to be here yesterday and it's still not turned up, but our post has been absolutely atrocious, so I'm not blaming the person that's actually sent it, I'm blaming our post right now. It's like I still haven't received either the order of thank you cards that I created for me to send out for people that have bought BUBS presents, so it makes me look like I'm really ungrateful because I haven't said anything to anyone, but it's because I'm frustratingly waiting for these cards to come through so I can send them out to everyone. So oh well, I don't think there's anything else I really wanted to say. I just wanted to give a quick update. So my diet has not been good at all this week, because we're still trying to munch through all the leftover Christmas food. Nearly there though, I say that, but we've still got so much chocolate. But I've got one more mince pie left. I've eaten most of the tubs of mini cheddars and Twiglets. I've got like a quarter of tub of Twiglets left, I think. And then that's it, savoury wise. Finished the crackers today, cheese and crackers. So yeah, it's just a lot of chocolate. That was the thing. I tried the new Cadbury's vegan chocolate yesterday. I was so disappointed. I was really looking forward to it being really nice, but it was quite bitter. And yeah, it was just very bland. It didn't taste like Cadbury's at all. And you can have that, there was that hint of nuttiness, and I'm, not a fan at all. It's not sweet at all. So I was really disappointed. I think all this time that they've been spending trying to get the recipe right, and they've fallen so far off the mark. It's ridiculous. Same with Galaxy though. I think when I tried Galaxy vegan chocolate, it was mank. So Oh well. We'll just keep going with Nomo because Nomo is really nice. So yeah, they should take some tips from them maybe. But anyway, I'm going to head off. I'm not expecting much with my weigh-in tomorrow. I'm hoping I've not gained weight. I've hoped that I've maintained, but I'm not holding my breath. So let's just see. Wish me luck for that. But now I'm about to do some exercises. So, but I don't think that's going to do too much the amount of damage I've caused recently. So I'll speak to you tomorrow. Hi guys, so it's Saturday. For once I'm ending a video on a Saturday. Hopefully this will become a regular thing now because I might actually have the time to myself to do this. So basically, what's the time? It's I think like just gone 9 o'clock. So my husband has taken Bubs to his very first rugby class. I'm super excited and also nervous because of how bad the piano lesson went yesterday. So I'm hoping that the rugby class actually goes a lot better. It should do because I think it's literally just running around and throwing a ball and stuff. So hopefully it's more whether my husband will actually be able to enjoy it because it means like physical exertion. And I don't think he's really used to that these days. So yeah, we'll see what they think. Right now I've just made myself a cup of tea. I've had my breakfast. So I've made myself a nice cup of tea. Don't have anything else to do. I'm literally just sat here like, what do? I don't know what to do with my time. So like I said, I've made myself a cup of tea. I'm going to sit and watch a documentary on about archaeology, the sea peoples and the Bronze Age collapse because, you know, this is me living my best life. So I'm going to watch that and yeah, just make the most of having some time to myself and putting my feet up and stuff. We have nothing else planned for the day, so I think it's just going to be a lazy day. I did weigh myself this morning. I was really worried. Because obviously I've not been able to get the weight loss plan started because we still had so much like Christmas food left. So I've been like scoffing my face all week pretty much. But I was really surprised as well because I wasn't able to go to the toilet this morning either. So I was like, oh no, I just really didn't want the scales to have moved up. But they didn't, they moved down. I am currently 172.2 pounds. When last week I was 173.3, so I've lost 1.1 pounds this week. Considering my diet this week has been getting back more to normal in terms of like the food I eat regularly. It's more the snacks that are still left over from Christmas. So yeah, so I've been eating like my omelette in the morning, my turkey keema for lunch, and then just a regular meal that we normally have of an evening. And it's only when Bubs goes to bed that I then scoff my face with chocolate and crisps and stuff. So I think from next week it will be going back to relative normality. It will just be a few snacks thrown in. But I think what I'll do from now is like I'll control the amount of stuff we eat. So like a handful of chocolates from the tub or whatever, because we still haven't even opened them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at all the dates on everything and just see how long we can actually stretch them out before they're like out of their sell-by date. Just because I'm sick of binging now. I just want to be able to get back to relative normality. So yeah, we'll just see how it goes. But I was very happy, yeah, the fact that I've lost a pound. I do think though that a lot of my weight gain from last week was to do with high salt content in the food I've been eating. So I was holding on to a lot of water weight. I also hadn't been to the loo, I don't think, when I weighed myself last week. So it's kind of like similar sort of stuff. So obviously the fact that it's slightly lower this week, it would have been nice to have been lower because of like I said, all the salt content and stuff. But I did eat like a huge bunch of crisps yesterday, so that's probably why. But anyway, yes, so I'm going to take this time now to just enjoy the peace and quiet and listen to a man talk about the Bronze Age collapse because, you know, it's super fascinating. But anyway, so yeah, I'll leave that video here, I think. So I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. You can also follow me on social media, or the links will be down below. And on that note, I'll say love you guys, and I shall see you on the next video. Bye. Just done. Good boy.